Hello, welcome. It is Wednesday the 22nd and it's 7 p.m. here in New Zealand, the day after the shortest day. So that's always exciting because we know that each day now will get longer and longer, not necessarily warmer and warmer, but it will get longer and longer until we get back into summer. So that's always a good milestone to get past. I hope everyone is really, really well and getting lots of time to spend crafting or doing things that you like to do. I have got a really fun set to share with you tonight, and I had so much fun playing with it today. So I can't wait to show you. So let's flick over to the other camera and on my desk, and we will get started. Let me see, there we go. Hopefully that is the desk. Yes, it is. Fabulous. Okay, what I am referring to is this one here, the All Squared Away bundle. Now, I looked at this and thought, oh gosh, you could actually do quite a bit with this. And I got it out today to have a bit of a play. And I ended up just being able to create so many different, whoops, that was my volume. Now, I just wanted to create a couple of samples to share with you, and I ended up just having so much fun. I made quite a few, but it has got so many different things that you can do with it. It is truly, truly endless. Hi, Lynette. Welcome. Lovely to see you. Well, I can't see you. Hi, Shani. Welcome. Just saying, this set here, it is called the make sure I got the right page, All Squared Away. I don't know if you've seen it in the catalogue, but it is absolutely so cute. And what you can do with it is absolutely endless. I want to show you some really quick and easy cards, but still really, really pretty and effective. So let me show you. That's the stamps. That's the catalogue. This is the dies. You get 4 square dies here that cut out some flowers and in the square, so they're all as one. And then you've got some separate flowers which do match these ones here as well. So this one goes on to here. So you can add layers with that as well. Hi, Kaz. Welcome. How are you? Just saying, this is a really fun set, and I've had so much fun playing with it today. It comes with the 4 stamps that you can use in many different ways. And I do love the script, the font, I should say, or the script, whatever you want to call it, for the sentiments. I really like how it is sort of so fun and it's like someone's actual been writing, which is fantastic. Okay, so let's start off with, I've cut some of these squares out. I've got a card base. Now, because these are square, I have just made a square card with the thick card base. I've used 4 1/4 by 4, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, or 4 1/4 by 8 1/2 when you cut it out. And then I've just cut out. It's the only time I actually use inches, I must admit, is when I'm doing square cards and things like that. I do revert back to inches. Otherwise, I use centimeters all the time. So very odd. Well, yes, I am odd. No comments there, please. So this is 4.2 by 4.2, and we'll be working on that. Oh, it is really lovely, Kaz. You'll love it. It really is really cute. So I've cut 4 of these out in the different ones, and I have pre-colored these ones, and I'm just going to show you quickly how I did that. So I just wanted to keep the colors relatively soft, so I've used Soft Sea Foam to add to the leaves. Oops, throwing it away. So just coloring in the stem here and a bit there. It just joins up with the rim, so you've just got to sort of guess where it ends, really. And add a bit there. So this is now the light. I started off with the dark. So I'm not really doing a lot of shading. I'm just adding the color. And I thought I would do this in Pool Party. And I'll just, this is the dark Pool Party. I'm just going to add a dark bit around this middle there, I think. And a bit down here. So as I said, I wanted to really show you about how you can make cards. It doesn't always have to be, and I personally find it quite difficult. I'm one of these people, look at, oh, I've got to fill in all the space. I've got to layer it up. I've got to add all the embellishments and the everything. But a clean and simple card sometimes can be absolutely perfect for what you want it for. There we go. Okay, so let's just quickly put these on and I'll show you some more samples. Okay, so I'm just going to stick these straight on here with a bit of glue. Now, what I should have done, and which I always do myself, normally I put them in place so that I can see, oops, why don't I get rid of that? That's going to help, isn't it? So I can always find when, I've just hurt my finger actually, so trying not to use it. Okay. And then you just get the spacing right. It's not a guessing game. And once you've already put all three on, you realize you've put them all in the wrong place. So it's always quite good to put them roughly in place before you start adhering them down. There we go. So I'm not putting a lot of glue on. Okay. So I'd love to see what anyone else has made with this gorgeous set. You'll have to send me some photos because I think that this set is going to be one of those sets that you will see so many different cards made with it. I just think it is going to be so versatile. And there we go. And I'm just going to glue that to the front. And as you can see, it really wouldn't take you much time to put this together at all. And I've just knocked that out of the way. There we go. Now I haven't added ribbon. Okay. And then I have pre-done this. This is one of the sentiments. You are so worth celebrating. Isn't that amazing? I just love that. And I will pop this up on Dimensionals. So as I was saying, I really do find it hard myself to do clean and simple cards. And in fact, sometimes I think they might be bordering on being called clean and simple. But I always look at cards that other people make and just absolutely love them. So it is worth, you know, having a go at trying to just pop that there. There we go. And that's that one. As quick and easy as that. So easy to do. So that's using the dies and just colouring those dies in. And another way you can do it is I've set up these four square stamps that are in the stamp set. And I have used just a quick way to show you how I line things up if I want to just doubly make sure that I've got them in the right place. I actually use a clear, this is just a clear placemat I think I got from the $2 shop, and I pop this in here, and then I've got my paper underneath and I will ink up my stamp. If it's something that you're not quite sure if it's in the right place or not, and you want to check before you actually stamp, then I just stamp it. It doesn't have to be, oh, excuse me. It doesn't have to be exact. And that's turned out pretty winky wonky with all the ink. But you can see, I can see that's quite straight. And then I can be assured when I go to stamp that I've got those squares lined up really, really well before I actually stamp. Whoops, and I've just popped that into there, so that's very good, isn't it? Something you should not do, but I am always doing that with a card. I'll either drop the ink pad on it, or I will do something like that. I'll put it on top. I mean, how many people have done that when you've just finished often, isn't it? Right, so this is Pale Papaya, and I'm just going to stamp that on there, and I'll just have to be careful I don't put my finger in the ink there. Let me grab a cloth. There we go. And I've got that magnet right there. There we go. Now the beauty, of course, of the Stamparatus is if it doesn't stamp correctly the first time, you can do it again. And that is what I love about this. And I will just stamp that one up again. Just give them all a... This is quite a juicy pad, so just being careful not to get too much ink on there. Okay. Now I always pop my paper just away from the edge because that can hinder you as well when you're trying to put the ink onto your cardstock. Oh, I'm going to have to stand up for this. I'm not pressing down hard enough. There we go. That's better. And I missed that bit. Okay, perfect. Now this I thought would be really good with, and I'm not going to just pop them all on now, but I thought that this colour would be beautiful with the black. If you just stamped those and then popped the black on and stuck that onto either a black base or a white base with a black mat, and that Pale Papaya under there really does look, really makes it pop, doesn't it? The other thing that you can do with that, and this is one that I did say with the same squares, except I masked each one and then stamped each one individually, masking so that I didn't mix up the colors. Just always remember before you stamp to take the mask off that you've covered in ink. Otherwise you can wreck your project. So that's just clean and simple with using just the stamps, and I've just die cut one of the flowers and one flower for the inside. Now another one that is would be a true clean and simple card is just the one simple stamped and die cut image on the left there with the sentiment stamped directly onto the card. So it's just really, really straightforward with lots of white space. And this is another one that I did. This is using Crumb Cake. Crumb Cake is a really nice neutral color. I did emboss this back matte and use some of these flowers in Pool Party. And that's just the stamped background once again. So once again, still pretty much clean and simple in the sense it's not too fussy. And another one that I'll show you that I did recently, I just popped up on my blog today. This was a sympathy card, just white on white, which is also like a clean and simple card. It's just white on white on white. And I popped this on, a funny story though, I popped this on the adhesive foam mat to cut it out because it's quite a fine die, and I wanted to pop it up 3D just to give it a little bit more texture. I forgot to put the paper on and ran it through the machine, and my die was just had the adhesive foam stuck like anything on it. So it took me most of the day, I would have to say, to get all the foam and the adhesive out of the die. So don't forget to put your paper on before you use your die. Yes, had one of those days. And this is another clean and simple card, just got the image in the middle and the sentiment is stamped directly onto the card with lots of white space. So I just wanted to show you that really, you know, they are stunning cards, the clean and simple cards. And as I say, I'll always look at other people's cards and think they're just beautiful. And yes, I'm going to make an effort to make more. So these are the options that I have done. And of course, this is the one here that I would put together with a similar style on a card, but I just sort of show you how to line the squares up and use them to stamp. But I mean, this is just a few samples of cards, but if you know, there is absolutely so many options that you can make with this, and I would love to see what you make with this set, Kaz. Love to see what you create, and let me know in the comments which one you like the best. I find it hard to decide. I think I like this one with all the pretty colors, but yes, let me know which one you think is the best. Thank you so much for joining me though, and I really would recommend this card and this stamp and die, and all squared away. It really is a fun and super versatile set. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all again next week. Take care. Bye.